everyone, and welcome back to Emkin Gardening. Today we're going to be doing a short and sweet video with our deck rail baskets. These baskets go right behind our apple and our pear tree in our backyard. And last year we had Superbena vistas in them, and we did kind of an ombre color scheme. We did notice that the vessel I don't think was quite big enough to handle the rigor of a Superbena vista. We had some issues with drying out, and I don't think it was just the proper vessel for them. So this year we are going to continue with the ombre effect and color scheme, but we are choosing a different flower. This is one of my all-time favorite flowers. These are proven winners, Superbenas. These are verbenas, but Proven Winners does an amazing job of kind of amping them up so they can handle a lot more. So these are drought tolerant, heat tolerant. They are not susceptible to pests or powdery mildew of that kind. They can handle a ton of different container sizes and also perform really well in the ground. So just a workhorse. They bloom all season and into the fall. Last year, the Superbenas that we had in our monochromatic containers, as well as throughout the rest of the property, they were blooming all the way until a frost. So this is something to consider if you are looking for a flower that doesn't need a lot of assistance and an alternative to a Superbena vista. You're not going to have to spray these for budworm weekly or bi-weekly like you would have to do the Superbenas. So check out the Superbenas because they come in a variety of colors and they're just really, really vigorous. So a little detail about these plants, they have a mounding and trailing habit. So they mound about 6 to 12 inches up, and they trail about 18 to 2.5 feet down. Ours were more in the 18-inch realm when they trail, and more in the 6 inches when they mount. So nothing that's going to get out of hand, but still kind of nice that it can be a spiller and a filler if you're using it in containers. Their blooms do not need to be deadheaded, and they kind of form an umbrella type disc as they bloom. One stem comes up and it discs out into a bunch of different little blooms in an umbrella type shape. So let's take a closer look at the ombre color scheme that we're going to be using this year. So we are going to be using 6 different Superbenas, starting out with Superbena Whiteout. This is one of our favorites. It is very vigorous and it has a pure white disc that goes all the way around. This one did really well for us last year, so we're starting out with a nice, fresh, clean color. It's going to transition into the Superbena Rose, Sparkling Rose, and this one is nice because it takes that white, but they're tri-colored, so you have a light pink and more of a darker pink all in the same disc. So Sparkling Rose. Next it's going to transition a little bit deeper to a Peachykeen, Superbena Peachykeen. This is also one of our favorites. It has realms of light pink, which is going to take on with the rose, but it also goes into all of the different peach and apricot colors as well. The reason we wanted to transition it with the Peachykeen is because the next one is Superbena Raspberry, and there is some coloration in the Peachykeen that goes really well with the raspberry. So it's going to kind of have a little bit of an orangey tint going into the next darker saturated colors. So Superbena Raspberry. We're going to have Superbena Romance. Now this one is really pretty. It's like a dark velvet looking red purple. So it's kind of taking the hot pink and putting a little bit more of a red to it. But again, you can see the nice little disc umbrella, and you can tell the difference when it's like in super trailing and more of a mounded habit. It's going to be doing both. but you could have a little idea of what it would look like if you were mixing this in with containers, how it would be really good trailing and really good filling. The very last one is Scarlet Star, Superbena Scarlet Star. This one is not quite in bloom yet, but it is very red. It's much more of the true red. So we're going to start white, kind of go into the pinks, oranges, purples, and then end with a red. So let's talk vessels. So the railing baskets that we use are for decks. They are super cute. They're metal like a tin, but they kind of take a little rustic charm with some bronze detailing on them. They were super easy to put together, and when they're empty you can see that they have 2 drainage holes, which is really nice for all of the plants not to get waterlogged, and all we had to do was screw them in to put them together. And it's very easy to just hang them up and over a fence. Voila! They're about 1 foot across and about 6 inches deep, so it isn't a lot of depth, and I'm thinking that these Superbenas are going to be a little bit happier here than the Vistas were. We have a total of 6 to match our plants, and we have filled them with brand new soil. It took 1 bag to fill all of these, and basically what we're going to do when we plant is we're going to dig a little hole, put our biotone starter fertilizer in there, mix it up, put the flower in, cover it up, water it in, and let them grow. These like full to part sun, so they're going to be very happy where they are behind the apple and the pear tree. Okay, we have our ombre, we have our baskets. Now it's time to plant. Here we go. Super easy to just pop up over the fence, and we're really excited about the mounding habit that these Superbenas are going to allow. So instead of the Super Vistas that will go trail all the way down, 3 feet, this is predominantly going to be mounding, so you're going to see it a little bit better behind all of this that's happening. So we're really excited about that ombre look that's mounding and spilling over slightly on our white fence. We really encourage you to check out Superbenas if you want something very low maintenance and tough in a lot of different settings. Superbenas are the way to go. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Emkin Gardening. We are going to link these hanging baskets, the deck baskets, down below if you would like to check those out. We hope you're having a great Saturday, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.